All right, it's 10 o'clock. Thank you for the reminder of recording. Hey, just got to put the plug out there for the Field of Interest Expo. If you do not know what your major is and you're taking this class, it's there from 10 to 1, sophomore square today, and then the second session is 4 to 6. So yes, you will see me there. You will see me there somewhere around the 11:30 to 12 o'clock, right after this class time frame. No, I'm not staying there very long because I have things to do also. All right, so I just wanted to put the plug in for that. Let's get to today's content. So this is a pretty long project. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty long, see, it happens to me too. Somebody was like, hey, keeps giving me this. Here, let me do that again. I'm just gonna go back into SIMnet. There we go. All right, so in this project, I may as well just talk while I'm doing this. In today's project, which is Guided Project 2-3 in Excel, we are going to be doing an amortization schedule. So you have learned already about, you've learned in this class already about how to use the fill handle and what the fill handle does and how you can copy basically a formula all the way down. We're going to be doing that again in today's project. You're going to be using that again. So what we're going to do at the beginning of the file is we're going to set up the numbers and the data in the first part of the file using formulas. Then the rest of the way, based on those formulas, we're going to be able to create other formulas and continue down the rest of the file. So here we go, 2-3. If you don't get this first part right, the rest of it's going to be wrong. I promise. I promise, promise, promise. So we're going to spend time on this first part. Oh, and there should be 2 sheet tabs. So the one that we're going to start on, so let's go open the start file. Make sure you all get your start file here. This is a long one, folks, so I gotta get going on this. I am not going to spend much time. Okay, first we're going to enable editing, right? You have to enable editing every single time. This is our, what, 6th project? 6th project already? Dang. You shall be pros by now. You shall be telling me what I need to do. All right, should I probably make this bigger so I can see it? Oh, sorry people online, I'll move my face. My bad. All right. Yes, I had to move my face on the camera. All right, I'm gonna make this bigger so I can see it, so that you can see it. All right, so there are 2 sheets, just letting you know there's 2 sheets to this project. There's the student loan sheet, which is the one we're gonna start in. We're gonna start on this sheet. The second sheet is called fees and credits, which we will eventually be going to this. Now, a couple things. Instructions when we get to this sheet, I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, are horribly, horribly written. And we're not going to do it the way that the book wants us to do it. We're going to do it, as I call it, the Nick Rouse way. We're going to do it the Nick Rouse method and complete that bottom part. The top part, notice how you see all the total fees in column F. Those are essentially the only things we have to fill in, but then we have to fill in that little part at the bottom. You see like rows 25 through 29, we'll have to fill that in too. But there's a trick to it. There's a trick to that, so I will make it as easy as possible on you when we get there. There are a lot of instructors that cannot complete this project in 75 minutes. I can do it in about an hour. So here we go. So here's our student loan sheet. And so what we're gonna do at the beginning here, everybody, is you notice that there are some blanks here. There's a blank next to payment. There's a blank next to total interest. There's a blank next to total principal. And there's a blank next to costs. So we're gonna be putting in values in C8, F5, F6, and F7. You notice that F8 and E8 are blank. We're not gonna do anything with those. We're gonna leave those 2 cells alone, okay? They're there, but I just don't want to confuse you with what we're doing. So we're only going to be putting in data here in C8, F5, F6, and F7. Now, in this project, they talk about something called a name manager and a name box. I briefly mentioned the name box a while ago. The name box is to the left of the formula bar. It's all the way over here on the left-hand side of the screen. Here, I'll point to it over here for my people over there. It's this box right here to the left of the formula bar. That tells you what cell you're in. So right now I'm in A3. Anyhow, let's go to the instructions. If you're just joining us, Excel 2-3, and if you don't get the first part of this right, the rest of it's going to be wrong. So here we go. All right, I'm going to make sure everybody's got this file open. Everybody's got this file open and that you are in your student loan sheet. Sorry, I'm stalling. I want to make sure everybody's got it open.
Bless you. Thank you.
Oh, please let me know when you have it open.
Okay.
Because yeah, if you don't do the first part right, and there is a trick to this first part too, so I want to make sure everybody gets it.
I'm logging in right now.
Because yes, we spend the most time on this first part. Like I said, when we get to the second sheet, it looks like there's hardly anything to do, but it is kind of tricky at the bottom, but I will teach you what to do. And because essentially what we're going to do on that second sheet is we're going to copy formulas. When we copy them, they're going to be wrong. Like they're going to be wrong as we copy them, so we're going to start getting error messages. We're going to start getting error, little like triangles with exclamation points on them. Okay, I'm not stalling much longer because if you don't get this first part right, the rest of it's wrong. So I really need people to log in and get this open. Okay, this is a long project, so I can't stall any more than that. So here we go. So after you open it, so here's the trick. They want you to select 2 ranges of cells. I've talked about how to select ranges of cells in the first project, but this time we're going to be selecting 2 ranges of cells. We're going to be selecting cells B5 through C8. We're going to be holding down Control after we do that, and we're going to select E5 to F7. We're not selecting F8, only F7. So here's what I mean by this. So I'm going to put my pointer in the middle of B5 like this. I'm going to just drag down like this to C8 like this to select the cells. Then I'm going to let go. Then I'm going to take my non-mouse hand and I'm going to hold down, they said Control, right? So I'm going to hold down the Control key. Yes, do not hold down Shift, hold down Control. Do not hold down Shift. Because if you hold Shift, everything is going to be selected. So now I'm going to take my mouse hand. This is my mouse hand while I'm holding Control. I'm going to put my pointer in the middle of E5 while I'm holding Control. And I'm going to drag to F7 like this. And then I'm going to let go of the mouse, let go of Control. Nick, you good?
I was gonna ask for help after this step. Once you're done.
But are you there?
Yeah, I got it open.
Did you select this? All you do is B5 to C8 like that. Then hold down Control. Hold down Control. Put your pointer in the middle of E5 like this while you're holding Control and drag to F7. And then let go of the mouse, let go of Control. In that order.
Wait, hold on. Explain that again.
Need help? Okay, so you're going to, don't hold down Control yet. You're going to put your pointer, hold on. Okay, so hold down your left mouse button and drag to C8, yeah, C8, then let go. Now hold down Control. Then put your pointer in the middle of E5 and just drag it to, yep, just drag it, nope, one more up. There, bam,
That's
okay,
it?
there, that's it.
Okay.
That's where you want to be. Everybody okay over here? I know you're okay in the back, otherwise you would have raised your hand by now. Okay, let's get going with the next step. So, that was A and B. Now, we're going to use the Formulas tab. We have not used the Formulas tab yet in this class, so let's go to the Formulas tab, which is up here. Okay. So, here is something called defined names. So, here's the thing. When we're creating formulas down in the amortization schedule, these names are going to, instead of like column letter, row number, you're not going to see those, you're going to see words instead of that. So that's how I know, that's what McGraw-Hill has us do, so that you just can't go in and create it all and just turn it in. You can't do it that way, you got to do this first. All right, so here we go. In the Define Names group up here at the top, in the Formulas tab, we're going to click this button, Create From Selection. Please click that. So we're going to click the Create Formulas tab, Create From Selection. And you should see this. Well, the words are all in the left column, right? So we don't have to change that. What are we going to click if we don't have to change anything? Okay. Then when you click OK, because the words are all in the left column, that's why. Okay, so Nick, how do we test if this worked? You want to test it? Here we go. Up here in Define Names, there's a big Name Manager button. Please click that one time. And you should see 7 names, like this. Loan amount, loan term, payment, rate, total cost, total interest, and total principal. Do you see all 7? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Good, let's close that. Let's close it. All right, that was one of the hardest things to do in this project, so congratulations. That was C, that was D, that was E, that was F, and that was G. That was all of step 2. Okay, we're flying through this. Step 3, we're going to use the payment function, which I know you haven't done yet in this class, unless you did the SUMPRODUCT, which I didn't see how many people did it this week. I'm just going to trust that at least 5 out of the 20 people did it. All right, that's been the average so far. All right, so now you just want us to click once on C8, like this. Just click once on C8.
Yeah.
Right here next to payment. Now, look at what my name box says up here now. It says payment. It does not say C8. Did you notice that up here? Upper left corner, you'll see that it says payment. All right, here we go. Formula. So we're clicked once on C8 because we're going to put our payment in here. Now we're going to go up here to financial in the function library. And this is in alphabetical order. So we're going to find PMT. There it is, PMT. So click once on PMT, and your dialog box should come up. So click PMT, and this should come up. So PMT, just PMT, not PPMT. All right, so here we go. Now you notice that our rate is 4.5%, but that's 4.5% annually, it's not monthly. So we're going to have to do something to that rate. So here's what they ask you to do. They want you to click once in the rate box, like this. We'll get back to here, okay. So they want you to click once in the rate box here. They want you to click once while the cursor is flashing in rate. Click once on that 4.5%, that's C7. Click once here. Notice it says the word rate. And we have to divide that by how many months? 12, so it's slash 12. So you should see rate slash 12. Without looking at the instructions, you love it when I don't look at the instructions. We're going to click once inside the number of periods box, which is right here. Now keep in mind that your loan term, that's cell C6, we're going to click once on C6, which is the number 5. It says loan term. Well, that's 5 years. If we want to make those months, what do we have to do to it? Multiply it by 12. So the multiplication symbol is the asterisk. And then 12. So loan term times 12. So divide is the slash. That's // folks. That is not a backslash. I've seen people call it the backslash. You're incorrect, because I read left to right. I don't know how you read, but I read from this side to this side. Or for my people at home, I read from this side to this side. Okay, all right. So that's the // All right, so we're good there? So you should see 60 now on the right for number of periods. Right, present value, let's go there. So present value, so we just did C, we just did E, we just did F. All right. So here they want you to type, so here's what you have to do. So we're going to type a minus symbol in the PV box, and then we're going to click on cell C5. So we're going to click here in PV, minus, and click once on C5. Because if you don't put the minus symbol in, your payments will be negative payments. Notice how, so what's your final number? What's your final number down at the bottom? It should tell you.
86.
186.43.
43.
That's your check figure. So remember, minus loan amount. So we're done with that. So we click what? Okay. So 186.43 is your number. Now, we're not done with that yet. So we just did G, just did H, just did I, just did J. Now we're going to format that cell as accounting number format. So here's review for you. You don't see it up here. So when you don't see something, we should probably click home, right? Let's click home. And you're going to change currency to accounting right here in the number group. So currency to accounting. Then save it. Save it. We're done with that step. Save it. Don't worry, the other half of this will be a lot easier than what we just did.
I was trying to do it like that, how you did the minus sign already.
Right, but we didn't type in loan amount. You had to click cell C5.
Oh, sales C5.
So, get rid of, yes, now just click cell, no, use your mouse and click cell C5. That's the 10, nope, that's C6. It's the one above it. There you go. That's correct. So yeah, we don't type that stuff in, we just do the clicking. Yep, click OK, and click OK. And then you're gonna click the Home tab. And we're gonna change currency to accounting. Accounting. Yep, accounting. And it looks like that. And then save it. All right, while they're doing that, now it's time to do the rest of this. Don't worry, the rest of this is painless. Here we go. So I'm gonna click once on F5. Oh, and down here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you how to copy and paste stuff so we don't have to do a lot of clicking. We're gonna be doing some copying and pasting and do the easy breezy way to finish this. All right, and you notice the numbers 1 and 2 for payments over here on the left-hand side? You know we're gonna use the fill handle and put all the numbers down the rest of the way, so we don't have to type them. All right, here we go. Cell F5, click there. Next, I told you in previous courses, you have to type an equal symbol to begin your formula. So we're gonna type the equal symbol. So we're gonna click on F5 once, type the equal symbol. Then we're gonna click cell C8, which is our payment. So it should say equal payment. We're not done yet. Then we're gonna multiply it. Multiply by cell C6, that's step C. So I'm gonna click once on C6. So payment times loan term times, multiply it again, because the loan term is in years. What do we have to multiply the years by? What number? 12. So payment times loan term times 12. That was step D. Step E, we're typing a minus. And we're clicking cell C5. That's step F. So it should look like that. So it's equals C8 times C6 times the number 12 minus C5. And when you're finished with it, we do what? We can press enter, yes. Press enter, what number did you get?
11,000.
That's right, that's correct, 1,000, what is it, 1,185 or something like that? Yeah, that's the number you should see, correct. How did you wipe out his why did you wipe out his payment?
No, I think, I was trying to click over on the box, it just got deleted like that.
Control Z to undo.
That's what I was doing.
Do it again.
Just spam Control Z, see if that works.
I can retype
It
it
ain't
there.
working.
Okay.
All right, now we get to go backward. Now we get to go backward, so now you've got to fix this. No, they've got a major problem up here, hold on. So you're gonna have to go through and do this whole part again. So click on C8.
Wait, what?
Okay, let's not do that one right now.
So C8?
Click on C8. Okay, Formulas tab, up top. Financial, right there in the function library. Yep, scroll down to PMT. Okay, click PMT. All right, now, you're gonna click once on the 4.5%, that's C7. No, click on the cell C7. Okay, divided by, /12. Okay, next one, N per, click cell C6, which is the 5, times, that's the asterisk, 12. PV, we type a minus, then we click once on C5, that's it, click OK. And then you're gonna change that with the home tab, change currency to accounting up top.
Like this.
Is that the same step you were on?
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
she's got
Okay.
the same thing. Equal.
Okay, great. Now,
Equal sign.
let me make sure we're all caught up here.
Is it equal?
Yours is beautiful there, you can just push enter on that one.
Payment. And then multiply.
Oh, cool, you're already cooking there, okay, good. All right, so, type in equals. Wait, you have a space in equal,
Times 12.
no spaces. Just press delete. Okay, that works, equals.
Do it again.
Okay, click C8. No, click C8, that's the 186.43. Here, I'll show it on
All
the
right, there you
board.
go. I got it, Nick.
I'll show it on the board. Okay, times. That's the asterisk. Now you're gonna click on C5. C6. Okay, we're gonna times 12, multiply that by 12. And then minus,
Equals.
and then you click on the $10,000 on C5. That's it, that's what we want it to look like. And then you press enter.
All right.
As everybody on this side of the room informed me, it's 1,185.81. Okay, without looking at the instructions, I'm gonna fill the next two cells in. Ready? I know you're ready. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get caught up. People at home, we're gonna play some jazz music. Kidding, I'm kidding. We're gonna cut to commercial. We gotta have ads to pay for our lighting, you know?
Jesus.
Nikki's got to pay for his habits. No, I'm kidding. That's me, not you. You good? Did you push enter after that?
Yeah.
Did you get 1185.81?
Yeah.
Right, now for something a lot easier. Ready? Ready? In the next cell that we're already in, that's F6. All you have to do, everybody here, is type equals, and then click on the $10,000 over here on C5. And then press enter. That should be $10,000. You know when you're ready? So equals $10,000, press enter. It'll take you to the next cell, which is F8 or F7. Okay, and then we're gonna do equals. We're gonna click on the 1185.81 plus the 10,000. And that's it, congratulations, you set up the first part of the sheet. Save your file again.
Let's do this one.
So press enter, or wait, well,
I know, I was,
oh boy, I gotta go back and do that,
I can. go
okay,
back.
hang on, I'll go backward.
I know, I was just doing it real quick, Nick.
Here you go.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you guys had that already. All right. So 11,185.81, go ahead and please Control S to save. Yeah, again, if we don't do this first part right, the rest of it is gonna be like, I don't mind spending extra time on the first part. Because the rest of this, we're gonna be basically almost like just using the fill handle and just whoosh, you don't think we're actually gonna type in all these cells, do you? That'd be ridiculous, we can't do that. All right. Okay, equals, click C8, that's 9, 8, times, click the number 5, C6, times, number 12, 1, 2, minus, click the $10,000, press enter, okay, great. Now, equals, click the $10,000 again, enter, equals. Yep, equal, nope,
Equal.
not there. Equals. Click the 1185.81. The one you just create, yep. Plus, click the 10,000 below it. Enter. Done. Okay, moving on. I'm saving too. Okay, so for the next part, so congratulations, you just went through B, C, D, E, I'm not clicking all these, and G, all right. And then, we just did all of step 5. So all of step 5 is finished. And now we are on step 6. Okay. So, before we begin this, I am not going to do this the way that the book wants me to. I'm going to do this my way. So, let me know when you're ready.
I'm doing the last one real quick. The total cost.
Yeah, it should have just been these two. It should have been equals, click this, plus this one, press enter, you get 11,185.81. All right, here we go. You remember the fill handle discussion from last project, I hope. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna put your pointer in the middle of A13 like this. You're gonna drag down to A14 like this. Now with this one, you can't just double click the fill handle. You have to drag the fill handle all the way down to the last row, which is row, I think, 72. Is it 72 or is it, it's wherever the last row is.
72.
Is it 72? So this step, put your pointer in the middle of A13, drag down to 14 like this. Like this. Then we're gonna put our pointer on the fill handle, right here, the little fill handle. We're gonna drag it all the way down like this. All the way down to row 72. Then we're gonna let go. What's your last number? 60. That's a future step, but as I said before, I like to work from left to right. So this step should have been there earlier than it actually is. Now we can deal with the rest of this. You're like, yay. All right. I tried to do that as slow as I could. Okay, then you're gonna put your pointer on the fill hand. No, only to 72.
I want you down to quick.
Okay,
But,
that's our, well. Okay, go up to 72. Just keep dragging it up. There you go. Now I'll fix the rest of this since you went too far. Okay. So we go to 60. All right, control what to get back to the top? Control home. Gets us back to the top. All right, now we're going to click on cell B13. That is the next step. Oh, make sure you can see this up here. It's beginning to look a lot like, okay. So,
And then just drag it all the way down. Make sure
now you're
it's
going to go
flat.
back to the top. Control home gets you
Yeah.
back to the top of the file. You're going to scroll down. Once you get up here, you're going to scroll down to where you just see this. We're going to click on cell B13. Please make this bigger if you can't see it. All right, I know I say that at the beginning of every project. Okay, here we go, everybody. B13, that's where you're supposed to be. We are going to type an equal symbol. We're going to click on cell C5, and we're not going to press enter. We're going to do this. Equals C5. I'm going to click the check mark up here. The check mark, you remember the check mark to the left of the formula bar from our last class. Click the check mark, do not press enter. Up here. Boop. And there's 10,000. Okay. We are going to format that value as accounting number format. So up here it says general. We're going to change that to accounting. And now it says $10,000 with the proper formatting. Okay. Next, we're going to go to cell C13. Now, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I have something to show you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, let me keep scrolling. Hold on. Nick, you mean I can copy and paste that into each one of those cells instead of going through all those steps up above? Yes. Would you like me to show you how to do this? So we just did B13. Now look, C13, check it out. I'm just gonna copy this. Watch where I'm pasting. Remember, we don't just do Control V, we have to click somewhere first. So I'm copying this. Check it out, everybody. Oh, make sure you're in C13. Make sure you're here. We paste it up here. Up here. We paste up here, everybody. Up in the formula bar. Control V. Then instead of pressing enter, I'm gonna push the tab key, like this. So remember, we paste up here, we don't paste down in the cell. So here's D13. Copying, pasting, tabbing. Total payment, copying. Up here, pasting, tabbing, copying, pasting. You're all like, man, okay. And then here on this one, I'm gonna push enter on the last one, enter.
My principal didn't give me a number.
Okay, oh, wait, get rid of all the spaces before the equal sign. Yep, and this tab, press tab. Boop, perfect. Yeah, if you're copying and pasting, you get too many spaces before the equal sign, just get rid of those spaces. Gotta have an equal before the B. Type an equal, and press tab on your, no. Oh wait, it's still, hold on, it's still highlighted. Hang on. Because you hit insert equal. Okay, tab. Press tab on your keyboard. Okay, then you go to the next one and copy the next one and paste it in. Okay, copy. Yep, click up, wait, yep, click up top. Control V to paste. Tab. Okay, and then copy and paste the next one in. Then when you're done with that last one, everybody, go to B14. Yep, always paste up there. Yep. And then tab, and then the last one.
Damn, it's cold.
I know, right? Well, you can go up there and turn it up if you want. You guys can change the temperature in here.
It's alright.
I can kill the fan. I know. I'm with you.
It said it's cold. Your last
Oh, it's only 72 in here. Here we go. There we go.
Thank you.
That should turn it off. There we go. Oh, sorry, this side of the room. I probably should help you out too. It's touchscreen. See, at the college they have rooms where we can't do that. That's why I'm gonna love moving back to the main campus, where we have no control over any of it. All right. Right, so now we are on B14. So yes, we just went through all of step 6. That was all you had to do was just zoom down to the end of step 6 here, and you would have got all your answers. I know they went all the way to P on that. Okay. All right. Hey everybody, we already did steps A and B on 7. Life is good. We're already on 7C. Most of you are like, we're almost done with this? Yes. We should be done by 11. All right. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah. I know you're ready. Okay. So we're on B14 now. We're going to type an equal symbol. And we're going to click on the 985107. That's cell F13. So click on cell F, type in equals, and click F13. And then I'm gonna click the check mark. I'm not going to press enter. I'm going to click the check mark. I know sometimes it tells us to press enter, but no, we're gonna click the check mark. So click the check mark, and it should say 985107. Now, I don't know about you, but I think we've typed enough. I think we've typed enough for one amortization chart. I think we're done typing. You're like, all we're gonna do is fill handle it, aren't we? We're just gonna fill handle it, aren't we? Yes, we are. So check it out, everybody. Watch this. See how I'm in cell B14? I'm gonna double click the fill handle like this. Ready? Ooh, 1, 2. But Nick, they all say 0. Do you know why they all say 0? There's a reason. Because it's copying all the numbers from which column?
For the ending balance.
No, look up in the formula bar, which column, which letter, what column letter is it copying it from? F. And F has no values in it. So I get people that ask me this question, why do I see zeros? That's why. Because the F column has no numbers. So what do you suppose we should do to fix that? Should probably put numbers in there, right? So without looking at the instructions, here's the last part, and we're done with the amortization schedule. Ready? You're gonna put your pointer in the middle of C13, like this.
Go down there on the beginning one.
All you had to do is double click the,
No, I'm saying how far did you go down in the numbers?
no, don't drag. We just double click the little type, nope, that's not what I asked. Double click the fill handle,
Control-Z.
double click. There you go, that's all we're doing. All right, now, here's the last step. You're gonna put your pointer in the middle of cell C13, drag it across to F13, double click your fill handle, and you're finished. Here's the fill handle. Here's the fill handle, just double click it.
Magic.
And when, yes, magic, and when you go down to the end, your last number should be 0. Congratulations, save it. We're not done yet, though. We're done with this, we're not done yet. All right, that was the time-consuming part.
Ready, Control-Z.
And then double-click the fill handle, little tiny. Whoa, text. Hold up. I don't know how you got that to look like that. There you go, that's better. Okay, so now for this one, you're just gonna select them, and then you're gonna double click the little square, the fill handle. Yes, double click. Do it. Okay, what do we got?
I need help with this one, because it keeps coming out weird. Like, so like, drag.
No, we don't. Just click on the 985107. Yep, and just double click the fill handle, the little tiny, just double click it. Yeah. And then put your pointer in the middle of the 3750, drag over to the 985107, and do the same thing, double click the fill handle. Like that? Yep.
Here, and then double click it.
Yep. Bam. Magic.
We did that should go.
It's magic. Okay. At the end, you should see 0. If you want to double check it, everybody, the last one number should be 0. All right, control home gets me back home. Saving, save it up. Woo! Good job, everybody. All right. Oh, okay, we're not quite done yet. I guess we have step 8 to do still. All right, so here we go. Step 8. It says, select cell A12. Here's A12, PMT number. All right, here we go. They want you to click the Page Layout tab. That's the tab up top, not the button on the bottom right. We're not dealing with that button down there ever again. We've already dealt with it. We're never dealing with it again in Excel. Okay, so Page Layout. And we're gonna click the Print Titles button, which is right here in the page setup group. Click this Print Titles button. Bless you.
Thank you.
And then this will come up. Okay, so now we're in the page setup dialog box. It says, for step C, click the rows to repeat at top and click A12. So we're gonna click inside of here. Rows to repeat at top, make sure your cursor is flashing in there. And we're gonna click once on A12 right here. and you will see $12 to $12, which means that's row 12. So it will repeat row 12 on the top of every page when we print it. Okay, next. Don't do step C. Don't do step E. You're like, wait, what? All it does is have us go somewhere and come right back to this. So let's go to step F. So step F, they want us to click the margins tab. So up here, look, up here on the page setup, we're gonna click the margins tab right here. And we're gonna click the checkbox for horizontally. Yes, in the past I have missed this step and lost points, and so did the students. So yes, hey, I know every mistake I've ever made on these, so I'm not gonna make them this semester. I'm gonna try and get all hundreds of this for this semester. All right, so that's all it wanted you to do. It wanted you to actually leave that dialog box and then come back to it and click that checkbox. We avoided having to do that twice. And then we're done, so we're gonna click what?
Okay.
Okay. But Nick, aren't we gonna check it? Heck no, we're just gonna keep moving. Save your file. All right, time for our second sheet. We are done with the first sheet. We are now on the fees and credits sheet. Down at the bottom left corner, you will see, you'll see fees and credits. Now, for this one, I'll zoom in for this first part. I'm gonna be zooming in and zooming out. Okay, before we begin this next part, I need you to understand something really, really quick. Column B is the most important column in this entire rest of this project. Because column B has how many different departments?
4.
4, that's correct. It has bio, it has FRL, IMS, and PHY. Now what I'm gonna tell you is, the first part of this is simple. You've done the first part. You've already seen this before. You're just gonna be doing something again. But for that bottom part, when we start copying and pasting formulas, it's going to cause errors. Yes, it's going to cause errors, because think about this. We have 4 departments here, and it's every 3 rows, it's not every 1 row. So down below, when you see this part down here, you'll notice that there's only 4 rows here. There's not 12 rows. So when we copy and paste whatever we're gonna do with bio into the other 3, it's going to cause errors. So my job for you today is I'm going to teach you how to fix the errors. And we're going to make this as simple as humanly possible. So here we go, everybody. Obviously, we're gonna be doing something with column F here. So here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and click in cell F7. That was your first step, by the way. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, everybody. We're gonna type an equals symbol, we're gonna click D7, multiply it by E7. Do not press enter. So equals D7 times E7, and then check mark it. Check mark it, do not push enter. If you push enter, just arrow back up to F7. So I'm gonna check mark it. And my number is $1,500. Well, I obviously want to copy and paste this, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to double click the fill pointer, which is right here. You just did this. Double click it. And it gives you all these dollar amounts. Now, it does say that we should verify that they are currency format. On the home tab, it says currency up here, so you don't have to verify. I'm verifying it for you. Currency is what it's at, so we're good there. Now, in cell F18, I just want to show you all this before we do it. Notice that there's no bottom border on F18, but there is on E18. So we have to fix that border. So we're going to click once on F18. Make sure you're in the home tab for this, everybody. There's already a button right here that says bottom border. When I hover over it, right here in the font group, just click once on bottom border. And it will apply that bottom border for you. Like, Nick, we're almost done with this, right? Oh, wait, I shouldn't be laughing like that. Oh, we just clicked here, we just clicked here.
Oh.
We just clicked here and we just came up here to the font group and clicked the bottom border button right here. Alright, okay, let me know when you're all ready. I don't even have to ask this side. There's no point even asking this side of the room anymore, alright? My focus is gonna be over here now. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Alright, here we go. So next, it's time to start doing the calculations down below. Now keep in mind, once again, bio is on rows 7 through 9, FRL is 10 through 12, IMS is 13 to 15, and PHY is 16 to 18. I need you just to keep that in mind while we're working on the bottom part down here. Ooh, okay, I can see, I got that almost perfect. I'm gonna zoom out just a touch. There we go, now I can see all the data. Okay, so I've zoomed out just enough to where I can see all this. All right, so we're gonna start down here in C26. Number of students. So, I'm actually gonna zoom out just a touch more so I can see this. All right, here we go, everybody. So we're gonna set up something called a SUMIF. So essentially, if our range meets a certain criteria, it will sum those cells together. So here's what we're going to do. We're going up to our formulas tab. So make sure you're in C26 down here. Formulas tab. Math and trig. And we're going to scroll down until we find this one right here, SUMIF. Go ahead and click on that. You should get a dialog box. Let me know when you're ready. People at home, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Because hey, the day has just started. We got a lot more to go. Got field of interest today. That's where this guy's heading right after this. All right, let me know when you're ready. Just click on SUMIF. It's down to the S's. Okay, SUMIF. Then we get the dialog box. So our range, there's a reason why I'm showing all this, so that I can select the cells and not have to worry about anything. So my range is going to be B7 to B18. So I'm going to put my pointer on B7, which is the first bio. I'm going to drag down to the last PHY like this. B7 to B18 like that. Okay, so that's all the department names. Next, hold on, I haven't left, I'm still there, I'm still in range, I have not left range yet. So, I want you to do this, everybody. We're not gonna do, everybody, we're not going to do what the book wants us to do, we're gonna do this the Nick Rouse way, ready? In your range box, you're going to take your mouse, you're going to put it to the right of B18 like I have right here, and you're going to highlight or select, so hold down your left mouse button, watch, and I'm going to drag across B7 to B18 like that, so make sure that that's highlighted. On your keyboard, there's a row of keys at the top that have F's on them. You are going to push F4 one time. There are function keys at the top of your keyboard. You're going to push F4 one time, like this. And it will put dollar symbols around the column letter and the column number. It will put them before the column letter and before the column number. So what this does, everybody, is it locks these cells in place, so when we copy and paste the formula, it will hold those cells in place. So we don't have to fix that after we copy and paste it. We're locking it in place. Now, we're going to click once inside criteria. So you should have $B, $7 to $B, $18. We are going to click on cell. Now, listen to me very carefully here, everybody. After we click cell B26, they want you to press the F4 key 3 times. And I'll tell you why in a moment. So, cursor's flashing in criteria. I'm going to click once on B26, that's the word bio. Then I'm gonna push F4 up the top 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Or you can just type a dollar symbol before the B26 and it does the same thing. So what this does is it locks the column letter, but it does not lock the row number. So if I copy and paste this down, my criteria is gonna be B27, B28, B29, which is what we want, because if you look at B27, 28, and 29, those are the other department, those are the 3 other departments. So we want the B held in place, but we don't want the row number held in place. We want that to change as we copy and paste it. Sorry, I have to explain that, because I always get questions on that for some reason. Okay, next, we're gonna go to the sum range box, which is this one right here. Yes, even though it's not bolded, we still have to put something in there. So, for our sum range, well, students are which column? Students are column D. Students are column D. So, I'm gonna make sure my cursor's flashing here. I'm gonna come up here to D7, drag down to D18 like that. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did before. Everybody, we're not done with this yet. I'm gonna do exactly what I did before. I'm gonna put my pointer to the right of D18, hold down my left mouse button, drag across like this. So that's all highlighted. And I'm gonna press F4 1 time to put the dollar symbols around like that. So now when I copy that down, it holds that sum range in place. So it's checking for bio in column B, and when it finds bio, it's going to sum the number of students in column D together. That's what we just set up. What's your number? What's the number?
37.
37! I like it. Let's click OK. Congratulations, it's 37. Now, we're in the home stretch here. Now, we just finished step 10. But here's what we're gonna do, everybody. For step 11, I have good news. For step 11A, we're going to do this. We're gonna take our little fill handle here. I'm just going to drag it down to PHY like, now watch, now this is different than what we've done before, so watch what I'm doing. I'm gonna drag it down, then I'm gonna wait, then I'm gonna let go, but watch. Then I'm gonna click this little tiny, see this little tiny button that shows up right here, autofill options?
Yeah.
Click that, and we're gonna fill without formatting. So click fill without formatting. Ta-da! And then it doesn't have, because you notice if you didn't do that, it would have put borders around all the boxes. We didn't want that in this case, so that's why we did fill without formatting. Now, so here are your 4 numbers, 37, 35, 36, and 42, and they're all correct. Okay, now, we are going to abandon, you're like, we're gonna do what? We are going to abandon, we are not going to copy the formula. You know what the heck? We're gonna do step B for 11, but then we're going to abandon 12. So here we go. Click once on C26. Follow along with me. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy it. That's Control C. Now I'm gonna put my pointer in the middle of D26. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna click once on D26. I'm gonna paste it. Now I'm gonna click once, bless you. I'm gonna click once on E26. I'm gonna paste it. So I just did Control V to paste, everybody. I did Control C to copy. C26, I just pasted it into D and E. Now, everybody, we're going to fix these. Let me know when you're ready.
Just type in real quick.
So everybody that's been following along with me, double click D26 right here. Now we're going to double click D26 and it's going to show you the entire. No, I didn't ask you to do any of that.
Oh, I wasn't even trying to. I was trying to split the first one.
Well, no, stop, you're wiping formatting out now. Control Z, please. Again. Okay, now we're only copying that number 37, we're not copying all of them. Just click once there. Control C to copy. Click once in the cell next to it. Control V to paste. Okay, and then click the cell next to it. Control V to paste. And there was another step that was done incorrectly, so now we gotta fix something else, so press escape. Okay, put your pointer on C26 and drag down to C20, yep, and drag down, nope, in the middle of cell C26. Middle, you're not in the middle. Inside of it, no. Oh. Click back on the put your pointer in the middle of that cell. The middle of that cell. Middle, that you're on the board, okay, drag down to the number 42. Now we gotta fix the borders, because you did something that, when you copied and pasted it down, right, just click once on the 37, I'll make this easier. Okay, take your fill handle and drag it down. Nope, you're not, stop. Okay, drag it down. Okay, click the little box there, click that box that just appeared. Fill without formatting. Because it wasn't done right the first time, it's gonna do this. Click home, we gotta fix this the old-fashioned way now. Click the arrow next to the border, no border. Okay, click the border button again, the drop down. This time do the outside border. There you go, okay. Now, this is good. Just copy that 37 over into the next two cells. It's already copied, just go ahead and, okay, and then paste it there too, okay? And hit escape on the keyboard up top to, there you go, okay. All right, now, double click on that D26, or D26, nope, that's C, one next to it. Yeah, that one, double click it. Everybody double click it, you too. Double click that second 37. All right, so we gotta fix this. So to fix it, yes. Don't do anything. Just double, yep. No, the number 37 should be a formula. It should not be typed numbers. What is this 37? Okay, no, stop.
Why does yours look like that?
Stop, click once on the 37, Control C to copy. Click once there, Control V to paste, and then Control V to paste. Okay, very good.
I just had to make sure.
Escape to
I
turn
don't
on.
wanna be like you.
Now, there you go. All right,
He said this Excel.
so let's do this. Let's do this, guys, we gotta finish this. So,
That's why they're open on here.
we're going to fix this formula. So right now, or this function, so right now, we have column B, which is correct. That's the column we want it to look for. But in which one of these is total fees? Which column? It's column F, right? So please follow along with me. Notice it puts a purple border around the data here for D. You're gonna put your pointer on the edge of the border like this. See how my pointer turns into a four-way arrow? I'm gonna drag it over here to column F like this. I'm gonna let go. And that's how you fix that. So once you have fixed that, everybody, you're gonna go ahead and click the check mark up here. So once you've fixed that, go ahead and click the check mark, left of the, okay. Your number should be what? 5,100. Now, I'm going to cheat. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, everybody. What does it look like at the end? Hang on. Ah, okay, it's supposed to have the same number format. It's supposed to have the same number format that, so it's supposed to be currency.
You kids.
Right, so if you're still here, everybody, we're gonna format this as currency. You're just gonna come up here to home. We're gonna change general to currency. Oh, and if you got this little thing here, everybody, this little exclamation point, you're gonna click on that and ignore error. Because it is not an error. Actually, we fixed the error. So click the little thing, click ignore error. Okay. Now, We are gonna take this, everybody. We're gonna do the same thing we did for column C. We're gonna take the fill handle, we're gonna drag it down and then choose fill without formatting, like this. We're gonna fill it like this. Like this.
I know, I was getting
And then
numbers.
we're gonna click the little box and fill without formatting. And then, just for good measure, everybody, if you want to change them all back to currency, just come up here and change currency to currency. Well, Nick, couldn't we have just filled it the way that it was filled? Yeah, probably. Now all those dollar amounts are correct. 1925, 2700, and 5625. All right.
I was trying to get those numbers like how you did, because I got the first one.
Yes, so you have to change that to currency. Then you're gonna click the error and click ignore error. Then you're gonna take the fill handle, and I would just take the fill handle and fill it down. Like so. And then click that little box that appears. Yep, and fill without formatting. And then to fix, one more fix, you're gonna change it to currency again. You're gonna click the drop down and choose currency again. There you go.
Alright.
So go ahead and, yep, actually, you know what I would do? I would just fill that down first. Just do the fill down first. That's easier, yep. Click the little box down there. Nope, box down at the bottom. Fill without formatting. Now change it to currency up there. There you go. And then ignore that error down there, the little thing that pops up. Yeah, we're ignoring that. There you go. Okay, this last one is tricky. This is the last calculations we have to do in here. So, everybody? So for this one, I just want you to delete that 37. Just get rid of it in E26. So this is what we're gonna do. Ready? We're on step 13 now. Hey, look everybody. We're on step 13. So we just got through step 12 and all that mumbo jumbo that was in 12. Now we're in 13. So we're already in cell E26. And yes, we deleted that one we copied over. So that's what step B was. We deleted that. Now that you've deleted this, we're in E26. We're gonna go to Math and Trig on the Home tab, in the Formulas tab. Formulas tab again, everybody. We're gonna come up here to Math and Trig.
We delete the 37?
Yes, delete the 37.
Use the delete button.
Yeah, that was step B. So here we go. So the next,
The delete button on your keyboard,
Yep.
not backspace.
to the right of backspace, yeah. It's all good. Okay,
Thank you.
so now we're gonna click on Math and Trig. We are going to find SUMPRODUCT, which is all the way down here. So here's SUMPRODUCT. So as I said before, we're gonna have to fix errors, and this is the one where we're gonna have an error in every cell. We're gonna have to just fix it. But you saw how we dragged earlier? We dragged all those values from like D to F. That's essentially what we're gonna do in this step. We're going to be dragging where it's supposed to go when we fix. All right, let me know when you're ready. SUMPRODUCT, let's do it. All right. Make sure that you can see the data up here, please. Array 1. So array 1 is going to be C7 through C9. So let's get back here. Here we go. So here's C7. Drag down to C9 like this. It's the bio numbers for credit hours. Okay, there you go. Then we're going to click inside of array 2. Array 2. And we're going to put our pointer on D7 and drag down to D9. So everybody, what SUMPRODUCT does is it multiplies across, and then sums them all down together to get that 126 that you see right there. So go ahead and click OK. And you get 126. Now, public service announcement time. So now when we copy and paste this down, it's gonna go C8, or excuse me, yes, C8 to C10, which is incorrect for FRL. Then it's gonna go C9 to what? C11, which is wrong for IMS. And then it's gonna go C12 to C14, which is wrong for PHY. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's the fastest way we can do this, everybody. So we're gonna ignore the error down here. Ignore your error. I need you to see all the data up here because we're gonna be dragging some stuff. So that's why I need you to see this. All right, now, remember the whole fill handle thing and the fill without formatting? Let's do that one more time. Put your pointer on the fill handle right here. Drag down to row 29. Click the little box that appears like this and do fill without formatting. Now, here's the last piece, everybody. We got 9 minutes. Let's get this done. Here we go. So on each one of these cells, you will notice it has an error. And yes, it does have an error. I need you to go into each one and fix it. Here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna double click on this first 129, which is what, E27? Just double click this first 129. Now check it out. Up here, these rows are not FRL. You notice that 2 of them are bio. Watch how I fix this. I'm only gonna say this once. So here we go. Put my pointer on the border of the blue area right there. I'm gonna drag down 2 rows like this so that they're on the FRL rows. You're gonna do the same thing with the red box.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take those boxes and drag them to the FRL rows. Then you're gonna click the check mark and ignore the error. Then you're gonna fix the next one, the same way. Yeah, you dragged the blue one on Rockies, but you didn't drag, and they're not, and the blue one's not dragged in the right place. They're supposed to be on the FRL rows, not the IMS rows. No, that's, you have IMS, one up. No, one down. Yeah, you got it. You guys got it. You got it. There, just like that, yes. Okay, now, after you've corrected that, you're gonna click the check mark up here. And then you're gonna come down here and you're going to ignore the error. I think I have to do it twice, let's see. Yep, you gotta ignore the error twice. Don't ask me why, I just remember that. So you can ignore the error 2 times on that one. Next cell, double click it. This one's for IMS. You drag down to the IMS rows, like that. Then you're gonna click the check mark, ignore the error. After you ignore the error, you're gonna double click the last one and do the dragging down to the PHY rows. We're down to our last couple minutes, folks. Ignore the error.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get speedy here at the end.
It keeps fucking not clicking.
There you go, you got it. Now just drag them down to the IMS rows. Nope, you're extending it. Nope, nope. Do a Control Z. Nope. Okay, or you can do that. That works too. I just put it on the edge and just drag them down.
See, that's why I didn't do that, because it kept doing that.
There you go. And then when you're done with that one, click the check mark. I'm gonna speed this up. I have to speed it up because we gotta finish. And then ignore the error. Last one, double click it. Drag them down to the PHY rows. Like that. Then click the check mark. Ignore the error. Yeah, we're not done yet. I gotta save that. I'm fast forwarding this, everybody, because it's like time to go. So that was D, that was E, that was F. You didn't have to do any tracing of errors in this, so you can skip G, skip H. We just did that for I, just did that for J. Now, last couple steps here, everybody. So we're gonna go to cell, yeah, I've got to get this done. So we're gonna go to cell F31, which is all the way down here. Okay? Come down to cell F31. You're gonna type an equal, a T and an O, and you're gonna double click today and press enter. And just press enter. And it puts the current date in. One more time. I just clicked here, I typed equal, TO, double click today, and press enter. And that's how I get the data in. Right, last thing. Last one. So we're gonna create a new sheet. Folks up front, I'll help you in a moment. I gotta finish this.
Alright.
So I'm gonna click the plus down here to the right of fees and credits to create a new sheet. I'm gonna, down here at the bottom, click the plus to create the new sheet. I'm gonna double click sheet 1 to rename it. I'm gonna call it range space names. So I'm gonna call it range space names. Just double click sheet 1 and just start typing. So range names. I'm gonna make this big so you can see it. All right, and then what we're gonna do, you're still in the formulas tab. We are going to press the F3 key on our keyboard up top, and you should get this dialog box. You're going to click paste list.
What did you click?
So the F3 key, F3 on your keyboard, brings this up.
No, mine didn't bring any.
Well, it won't come up if you're like this. If your cursor's flashing, it's not going to come up.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be like this, and then the F3. And then click paste list.
There we go.
Now, last step. They also ask you to auto-fit the columns. From our last project, to auto-fit the columns, you double-click between the column letters up at the top of the screen. So put your pointer between the A and the B like this, and double-click here. And then put your pointer between the B and the C and double-click there. Save it. You're finished. Save it, upload it. You're done. I'm done. You're done. We're finished. We finished barely on time, but we finished. Told everybody in my family to bear with me today. This was the long one. People at home, I know it was a lot. Thank you for your patience with me. I didn't, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did accounting number 4.
Nick.
Oh my gosh. Did you do accounting number format? I had you do it. Oh my gosh. Whatever. 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 I'm just gonna resubmit it. I'm doing this for people at home especially, because they're like,
Yeah.
you got something wrong.
What? That makes no sense. I'm so dumb.
You're annoying. You're so
And
no.
yay! People at home, it's been a blast. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you on Tuesday for the infamous Chapter 7 and building tour on, yes, you heard me right, building tour.